The fact that 30 years later, after 1990, once again the circle has come around and you find the targeting of minorities in the Kashmir Valley just proves that they appear to be the softest target that the terrorists can actually select. Since 1990, 30 years have passed. We have been able to secure our minorities to a great extent. But yet there are chinks in the armor, despite the fact that we have gained a tremendous stability of the security environment in Kashmir at the moment. The line of control is peaceful. There are rare acts of infiltration which are taking place. Operations in the immediate periphery of the line of control are not there at the moment, not like it was happening in 2016. And hinterland operations are very effective. Our security forces have been able to neutralize almost 115 terrorists this year. So it is because of this situation that you find that the terrorist organizations under this umbrella term called the resistance force, put together by the sponsors on the other side, that's the Pakistan ISI, is essentially attempting to regain its relevance. Because of the fact that they have not been able to undertake the initiative and conduct operations effectively against the security forces, their relevance seems to have receded to a great extent. Their ability to do hit and run operations, carry out terrorist criminal acts against civilians, etc., have all taken a backseat ever since the last 2.5 years or so. Now, if this situation had continued, their relevance would have receded to a great extent, and to get back into this whole game would have been very difficult. I may also like to tell your viewers that one of the major changes which had happened in the last 2.5 years was the fact that the security forces were not only neutralizing terrorists, but were also neutralizing the networks which supported the terrorists. This is a very important aspect to understand in counterterrorism operations, that unless you neutralize the networks, you will find that there will always be a bounce back. So the networks have been neutralized to a great extent, but obviously they are still existent there, which is what has allowed the terrorists to attempt a bounce back. And much of the inspiration for this comes from what's happening in Afghanistan. It's just the inspiration, not direct linkage, but definitely an attempt by the ISI to task the TRF to do something spectacular, which can get high visibility and high dividend in terms of traction of terrorist efforts in the Kashmir Valley.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.